We are a generation of risk takers, or so we tell ourselves. We distinguish ourselves from previous phases of humanity as being the ones that really get to celebrate it all. We have the best technology ever invented to take us higher and further. We benefit from incredible advances in medicine to fix us up and get us right back out there. We are, in short, on top of the world. Unfortunately for many, this drive to explore the most extreme reaches of human experience can come at a very high price tag. Although we have made great advances in technology that takes us up mountains, across the water, into the air, the percentage of participants that are injured or killed varies only slightly. In other words, the number of casualties associated with extreme sports is steadily rising in direct proportion to the number of participants. It stays the same. It seems that our careful purchases of the right equipment are not enough to ensure our survival. I have spent my entire adult life studying safety practices in adventure sports and have concluded that the primary problem is that we are in fact the generation least prepared to engage in high-risk situations. We have grown up in a society that lives very far from the edge. We watch life as spectators, more than as participants. We then go out and buy the gear that some website says is necessary, and we are surprised when we get hurt. We are a generation of naive dreamers who awaken occasionally to dare our fate in the real world. I do not believe, however, that we are a hopeless bunch. It has been said, what one man can do, another man can do. The trick is to develop the necessary skills and discipline. We have a vast amount of information available at our fingertips if we only look for it. We can learn to do anything that is possible. All we need to do is learn the components necessary for survival. If we are to survive, we must first accept the fact that the necessary skill set is vast and multidimensional. We must explore all the relevant details necessary to engage in particular adventure in which we are involved. This, however, is just the beginning. We must also become self-analyzing psychologists and come to understand the workings of our own minds. We must learn about the physiological responses to stress and emotional arousal so we can recognize and manage our physiological response to the situation. The list goes on, and so does the process. The learning must never stop. The purpose of this book is to begin the process of education that will assist skydivers and other adventurers to live long and healthy lives. It is the groundwork for a life's graduate degree. As with all mental models, it is not complete. The nature of reality is that of unpredictability. The more complex the situation, the more unpredictable the result will be. Even with the perfect understanding if such a thing were possible, there are variables that are beyond our control. People will continue to get hurt. If you want to avoid getting hurt, there are any number of activities out there for you. As you have already realized, there isn't a whole lot going on that far from the edge, and you still die at the end anyway. You get hit by a bus or crash your car, Wolfo. Most modern models of risk-taking behavior point to the conclusion that the percentage of casualties will not change. Advanced mathematics, such as chaos theory, suggests that it is impossible to predict the outcome, even when the number of variables is relatively low. Perhaps this is the case, and perhaps not. These bleak theories do not, however, preclude the possibility that a single individual can engage in high-risk situations and live to a ripe old age. Although many math geeks and primary prevention dogma thumpers may use these models to hide behind, there remains a growing sector of the population that is drawn to the adventure despite what the statistics and predictive models suggest. Our kind does, God damn you, really? Our kind does not make excuses. We simply do our homework and then we just do it